Kamal Kaur, this was clearly an absolutely terrifying experience, and I obviously don't want to be harrowing to repeat it all, but can you tell us what happened to you in the mall there?
I work for the Radio Africa group at East FM, and our radio station had a children's cookery competition on the rooftop parking area. It was the second round, so we had a lot of children over there, a lot of families there who had come to support the kids and their friends from school, cousins, there was grandmas, grandpas, everybody was there. It was a really huge family atmosphere up there. At about maybe 12:25, we started hearing some sounds like something was blowing up. So we thought maybe it's a bomb, or maybe there's a coffee shop just right outside over there. So we thought maybe a gas burner had gone off or something had happened in the coffee shop. But when we started, the sounds just kept coming continuously, like firecrackers going off. And that's when people started running out, then we knew that something was wrong. And in my mind, I just thought it's just a bomb. It's just going to go off on that end. We're going to be safe in one corner. So my kids were inside. They'd gone in for a pizza. And I was running inside to go look for them. But luckily, I saw them running out. They were holding hands. And I told them, just run to the corner. Once I ran into the corner, I started gathering all the other children who were participating, trying to get everybody out of the way into the same corner. So where I managed to take kids in my corner where I was, I had at least 30, 35 kids with me, some few adults as well, but lots and lots of children over there. At that very moment, the guys came out. I don't know how many they were at that point because it's a parking lot, so we were trying to shield ourselves around the cars, but it was a corner. People were hysterical, obviously, and they threw 2 grenades at us and they shot at us. Now, while they were shooting at us, my son, who's 8 years old, just barely missed being shot at by about an inch. I was watching all this in horror. My daughter pulled him down, and I was trying to pull the little boy next to him. Unfortunately, it bounced off the wall and it hit him in his neck, in his chest area, and he fell over, bleeding profusely. We all fell downwards. I was telling all the children to lie down flat, just lie down and, not scream or shout and just keep calm.
How badly wounded were you and some of the children?
Okay, at that point, I was not wounded. But it hit the children around me, so I was trying to tie tourniquets and everything. I could see a lot of blood on my son's face. My daughter's leg was bleeding profusely, so I don't know if she had been shot. At that point, I couldn't see if she was shot. But I tore up a T-shirt and I just tied a tourniquet over there as well. And we were just trying to keep everybody safe. I could see a little girl in front of me. Part of the back part of her thigh it was hanging off. So I got my daughter's sweatshirt off and I tied that up over there. That's about how far my reach was. We did that. Then they came back. There was one, I could only see one, but I'm sure there were 2 because there was shooting going on the other side where the cars come upwards on the ramp to park. So I could hear some gunshots on that side. And this guy was yelling something. I couldn't make out what. And he was talking to the other kids who had run to the other side. And he pointed his gun at them and he shot them. I don't know if he shot at the wall, he shot at the kid, I don't know, but we were so scared. And he started yelling, and then he eventually went inside.
How did you escape from there?
After that, he didn't come out after that. Then I think what seemed like an hour, we had somebody run to us. Now, he had a gun, and we got really scared that he was going to start shooting us, but it was somebody, I think, that started containing the situation from the back part. So they told us, get out, go through the coffee shop area and go through the service area at the back where they've got the service lifts and everything, take the stairwell and get out. At this point, I just told my kids, go. My daughter couldn't walk, so she had volunteers just lift her and carry her. My son just grabbed hold of a little girl's hand and they ran out of there. I just watched him help, And I thought, you know, the way I'm helping other people's children, I'm sure there's going to be an adult somewhere who will help my children too. It was just to get everybody out of there. I was the last one out of that rooftop area. The two guys with the guns were there. I don't know, there were 2 or 3 guys. These are the guys who had come to help us. So they were urging us to walk fast and get out, get out, get out. So we managed to get out. We were on the 2nd floor, so we came down the stairwell and we ran out, and there were ambulances and we were being looked after there. And I found my kids, both of them, thankfully in one ambulance. I was pushed into that same ambulance. There was somebody else with gunshot wounds. There were 2 other people with us, and we were rushed to a hospital.
It sounds like you managed yourself to save several lives there. Is that some comfort to you?
At that point, for me, it was to get my teammates out as well, because we were having an event, so all the other presenters were there. We were with kids. Unfortunately, we lost a team member. She was 6 months pregnant, and, you know, we lost her yesterday, and that was the most devastating thing that happened to all of us. We just can't get over Ruhila's death, and we're just not able to cope with that aspect of it at all.
It's so desperately sad. Kamal Kaur, thank you very much for joining us.